السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله الأمين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين ما بعد. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Welcome to a new class for Dr. Tajweed's Batch 6 English course. Inshallah, we'll be continuing the lessons. Yesterday we had completed Huruful Hijaiyah. Huruful Hijaiyah are the single alphabetical letters. We have completed the basic pronunciation of all the letters. I hope it's clear for you all. If you have any doubt, please do ask personally. And I have shared the videos of a scholar named Imam Wizam Sharif. He is the he's a scholar and expert in Tajweed. Okay, so you can refer to his audios. His channel and Instagram channel, everything is available online. So I have shared his videos of the letter pronunciation. Now, for a quick revision, we'll go through the letters. Alif, Ba, Ta, Sa, Jim, Ha, Kha, Dal, Zal, Ra, Za, Sin, Shin, Sad, Dad, Ta, Za, Ain, Ghain, Fa, Qaf, Kaf, Lam, Mim, Noon, Wow, Ya. Alhamdulillah. Yesterday also I had spoken about this book which I had written. This is the way which we are going to learn the lessons. Okay. So we have completed the first one, Huruful Hijaiyah. Next we'll be starting with Huruful Mutaharrika. And the Huruful Mutaharrika, all these lessons will be taught from the Nurani Qaida book as well. So we have completed this. Just go through the quick notes. Huruful Mutaharrika. In Arabic, a short vowel is called a haraka. Letters with haraka are called huruful mutaharrika. There are three types of harakat or vowels. The three harakat are fatha, kasrah, dhamma. Okay, so there are three harakat. Which are the three harakat? Fatha, kasrah, dhamma. These harakat are based on different jaw movements. Fatha is opening of the mouth. Kasra is lowering of the jaw. Dhamma is pointing of the lip. Okay, so inshallah we'll be learning this today. Okay, now what are we learning? Huruful Mutaharrika. If you go to the Nurani Qaida chapter, this chapter will come as the fourth lesson. Okay, this chapter will come as the fourth lesson. I have already mentioned earlier that we are not going to learn the whole book of Nurani Qaida. Here we are learning the basic Tajweed course. So whatever is required, that is only enough. Okay, only the important chapters will be included. Let's see which are the three harakat. Fatha, Kasrah, Dhamma. Fatha means opening of the mouth. So the line, a slanting line above a letter. For example, if the letter is alif, we'll be putting a slanting line above the letter. That is a fatha. Okay, I hope it's clear. Look at the lesson and these are the fatha. Okay. Fatha means opening of the mouth. That means whenever you are pronouncing the letter with the fatha, your mouth should open. See, every letter when we recite or every ayah we recite, we should open the mouth even to talk, isn't it? But fatha, yaftahu, that is the meaning of opening. Okay, so your mouth will slightly open. The upper and the lower lip will be open. Now the next haraka is a kasra. Kasra means a slanting line below the letter. A slanting line below a letter. That is lowering of the jaw. Lowering of the jaw. The jaw is the chin, okay, the chin part. This part will be lowered whenever you recite the kasra word. E. See, now which I am going to circle in pink color will be the kasra. These are the kasra. See, slanting line below the letter. These are the kasra. So the kasra means the lowering of the chin or lowering of the jaw. Lowering means your chin part will be moving downwards little bit. Okay. The same pronunciation of the letter E. This is how we should say. Don't say he, re. No. It is E, he, I, he. Hope it's clear. Now the third harakat is the dhamma. Dhamma is a small vowel above a letter. It means pointing of the lip. Whenever you are pronouncing a letter with dhamma, your lips should be pointed towards the front. Okay? U, bu, tu, su, ju. Your lip will be protruding outside. It will be pointing outside. Hope it's clear. So what are the basic things which we have to learn? The three harakat are fatha, kasra, dhamma. Fatha is a slanting line above a letter, which means opening of the mouth. Kasra is a slanting line below the letter, that is lowering of the jaw. Dhamma is a small vav shape above a letter, that is pointing of the lip. Now we'll start to read the lesson. A, I, U, Ha, Hi, Hu, A, I, U. Be careful, remember, you have to pronounce the letter properly. Okay, you have to pronounce the sound of the letter properly. Ha, Hi, Hu, Ga, Ghi, Gu, Kha, Khi, Hu, Qa, Qi, Qu, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ja, Ji, Ju, Sha, Shi, Shu, Ya, Yi, Yu. Be careful whenever the Ya is given a kasra. Don't say E. It is Yi. Yi. Y-I. Okay, Yi. Don't say E. Don't put the sound E. Okay. So this is Ya, Yi, Yu. Do, Di, Du. Hope you have learned the letter Dod properly. Do, do, do. Do, Di, Du. So how to write the Do, Di, Du for you? I'll just write for you. Do, Di, Du. Do, Di, Du. Okay, if you want, you can add a et over here so that the heaviness is given. Do, Di, Du. Okay, this is a heavy letter. La, li, lu. Na, ni, nu. Ro, ri, ru. To, tui, tu. One more thing I have to mention, those who are given exam, they will have to read from the beginning. They'll have everything together. If you want a certificate, it's not just a theory exam. I have to check your pronunciation, the way you are reciting everything. So, to, tui, tu. See, if I won't be making you read the whole thing, but I'll be giving you some work like this and tell you to read it. It will be a live exam. Okay, so those who want a certificate may contact me personally. Let's continue. To, tui, tu, da, di, du, ta, ti, tu, so, sui, su, sa, si, su. Listen to the sound of sod properly. It is a heavy letter. The sin is a light letter. So listen properly from the sod. So, sui, su, sa, si, su, za, zi, zu, zo, zi, zu, za, zi, zu, sa, si, su. Differentiate the zo properly because soon after the zo, the zal is coming. So the teacher should be able to recognize the voice of your sound. That is the voice of the letter, the sound of the letter, how it is coming. Is it a heavy sound? Is it a light sound? So it's always better you learn under a teacher with a practical course. Okay. Zo, zui, zu, za, zi, zu, sa, si, su, fa, fi, fu, wa, wiwu, ba, bibu, ma, mimu. These are the three harakat. So which are the three harakat? Fatha, kasra, dhamma. I hope it's clear. So this lesson is over. Okay. So next part we are going to learn is about lesson 3 in my book. It is written as Huruful Munawwana. Okay, I already said you that I have combined the basic lessons as well as the Tajweed course together so that we can learn whatever is needed only. Okay, so no need to refer 2 or 3 books. Since the Qaida Nurani book is available with me, then I am sharing it so that it is colorful and everyone can learn better. Okay, so now we are going to learn about Huruful Munawwana. So before that, you should know that there are 16 connectors. There are 16 connectors in the Quran. Okay, there are 16 connectors in the Quran in which these connectors are required for reading the Quran. So 16 connectors, we have already learned 3 of them. That is Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma. Okay, we have already learned this. These are first 3 connectors. Now the next 3 connectors are tanween. Which are the 3 tanween? Fathatain, Kasratain, Dhammatain. Okay. So we are trying to learn the 16 connectors within classes. Okay, hope you are okay with it. So actually the 16 connectors will be taught to the kids within 3 to 4 months. But since this is a basic course and this is for adult course, okay, this is not for kids. So this is an adult course and so you can learn it very fastly. Okay. Now 16 connectors. In that we have already learned the 3 connectors, that is Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma. Today the next lesson which we are going to learn is about the tanween. The tanween, huruful munawwana. Tanween means nunation or an extra noon sakina at the end of a word. Nunation means the sound of n. Okay, the sound of n given at the end of a word. Letters with tanween are called huruful munawwana. There are 3 types of tanween in Arabic. Which are the 3 types? Fathatain, kasratain, dhammatain. Fathatain, kasratain, dhammatain. Now if you check this, let me zoom the page. How to write a fathatain, how to write a kasratain, how to write a dhammatain. The fathatain is a double fatha above a letter. For example, ba, above a letter, 2 fatha will become fathatain. If it is a kasratain, 2 kasra below the letter. If a dhammatain, 2 dhamma before a letter. That is why we are going step by step. If you don't know what is a fatha, kasra, dhamma, we cannot learn the munawwana. That is, we cannot learn the huruful munawwana. Munawwana means letters with tanween. So, you first have to learn what is a fatha, kasra, dhamma. Then only we will be able to learn the tanween. So tanween are of 3 types. That is fathatain, kasratain, dhammatain. Fathatain is a double fatha given above a letter. Kasratain is a double kasra below the letter. Dhammatain is a double dhamma above a letter. Now the same applies for the pronunciation as well. Let's go to the lesson, inshallah. If you see in the book Nurani Qaida, this is the 5th lesson. So here we have the fathatain, kasratain, dhammatain. Fathatain is a double fatha. Kasratain is a double kasra. Dhammatain is a double dhamma. See, in the Quran, there are 2 types of dhammatain. One is like this, okay? And the other one is like this. Now, which we saw in the lesson. See, remember, these both are the same. Okay? The difference is because there are certain rules which govern the noon sakina or the tanween. There are certain rules which we need to follow. That is why there is a change in the shape of the tanween. So tanween means extra noon sakina at the end of a word. Yes. What does it mean? Let's take the letter man. Let's take the letter meme. Okay. How do you write this? Meme fatha plus noon with a sukoon. That is the end nunation or extra noon sakina at the end of a word. So man will become actually meme with a fatha plus noon with a sukoon. For those who don't know what is a sukoon, inshallah we'll be learning it again. Sukoon means pause or static. Pause. We are just stopping over there. It's like a meaning of stationary or pause. The shape of the sukoon is like this. We'll be learning in detail in the Tajweed course. So these are the tanween. So which are the tanween? Fathatain, Kasratain, Dhammatain. So the what are the first three connectors which we learned? Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma. And the next three connectors are Fathatain, Kasratain, Dhammatain. Okay. Now let's start reading the lesson. Man, min, mun, ban, bin, bun. See, we are already applying the Fatha sound. For example, if it is a man, we know the meme is with a Fatha, which is read as ma. Then we are just adding a noon at the end of the sound. And man, min, mun. Okay. So I'll read this. Man, min, mun. Ban, bin, bun. Wan, win, wun. Fan, fin, fun. San, sin, sun. Zan, zin, zun. Zon, zin, zun. Now you might be confused. Why is this alif over here? Isn't it? This is called the Rasmul Mushaf, the way it is written. Okay, so we don't have any role in changing it. This the Sheikh over here, that is the Sheikh who found this book. Okay, the Sheikh who found this book. He is giving us examples from the Quran. That is, he is trying us to teach. This is the way it is seen in the Quran. Okay, so that we come across these type of words and we don't get confused. Okay, so this is just for reference purposes. Here we don't say ma. We should read as man, min, mun, ban, bin, bun, wan, win, wun, fan, fin, fun, san, sin, sun, zan, zin, zun, zon, zin, zun, zan, zin, zun, san, sin, sun, swan, swin, sun, tan, tin, tun, dan, din, dun, tun, twin, tun, run, rin, run. Remember the raw with the kesra. Okay, raw with the kesra will be read as ri. The sound of kesra with a raw. Ri, ri, ri. If those who are knowing Malayalam can understand, here the letter ra. In Malayalam there is a letter ra, and if you are giving a kesra, it is sounded as ri. Okay, ri. That is how you will be. Run, rin, run, nan, nin, nun, lan, lin, lun, dun, dun, dun. Remember again and again I'm trying to remind you the letter is dwa. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, dun, dun, dun. If you search for Nurani Qaida lessons in the YouTube, you can come across many scholars who are teaching this. But you should follow the Saudi method. Okay, please follow the Saudi method. Yen, yin, yun, shan, shin, shun, jan, jin, jun, kan, kin, kun, kan, kin, kun. Next page. Khan, khin, hun, ghan, ghin, gun, han, hin, hun, an, in, un, han, hin, hun, an, in, un. The last one is a Hamza. Okay. The sound of Hamza is a. The Hamza can come on an alif, Hamza can come on a waw, Hamza can come on a ya. Okay. Wherever the Hamza comes, you should give the sound of Hamza only. What is the sound of Hamza? It is the same sound of an alif. An, a, I, u. An, in, un. That is the same sound of an Hamza. Remember, the Hamza is like a king. Wherever the king sits, we give importance to the king, right? Similarly, the Hamza, whenever you see on any other letter, please don't get confused. You should give the sound of Hamza only. Okay. So these are the tanween. So these are the next three connectors which we learned. Total, we have learned 6 connectors today. Okay. Next. So again, we'll do a quick revision. First, we learned the 3 connectors. Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma. Next, we learned the next connectors. Fathatain, Kasratain, Dhammatain. Okay. Inshallah. Now we'll go back to my book. We have completed the Huruful Munawwana. The 3 tanween are Fathatain, Kasratain, Dhammatain. Since the class is for 1.5 hours, I'll try to complete as much as possible so that we don't miss any chapters. Okay. Next lesson which we are going to learn is about a sukoon. Okay, give me 5 minutes. I'll take a short break. Inshallah. We'll come back after 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome back. Inshallah, the next chapter which we are going to take is about a sukoon. Sukoon means static or pause. Okay. Now, before that, we'll go through the previous lessons. The 16 characters total, which are they? The three we learned as fatha, kasra, dhamma. Next, we learned the three tanween, fathatain, kasratain, dhammatain. Okay, dhammatain. Now, the next character which we are going to learn is the sukoon. Sukoon. Okay. So remember, whenever you are learning each lesson, all the previous lessons should be there in your mind. Do not forget. You should learn this now itself better. So sukoon means static or pause. Sukoon means static or pause. A letter with a sukoon is called sakina. A letter with a sukoon is called a sakina. Example, alif sakina. What is alif sakina? Alif with a sukoon. Normally in madrasas, we learn sukoon like this, like a small zero. But actually in the Quran, it is like a shape of ha, the head of ha. We know this is the ha and this part. This is how the sukoon appears in the Quran. Okay, so in the book also, it will be written like this. Alif sakina, mim sakina, noon sakina, lam sakina. This is called sakina letters. And the important point is one must be careful while applying sukoon to the following five letters. Qaf, Twa, Ba, Jim, Dal, as these fall under the category of kalkala. These letters will have a jerking sound with sukoon, which will be discussed later on. Okay, so inshallah, we'll go to the chapter from the book of Nurani Qaida. So see, in my book, there's a different type of arrangement. Okay, I wanted the students to know what is easier. Okay, so because each lesson in this book, that is the Sheikh's book, they are already teaching the sukoon and it comes in the 10th lesson. Okay, it comes in the 10th lesson. But in my book, which I have designed, in that book it is a bit different. Okay, I put the sukoon chapter before itself so that you come across what is the sukoon. Okay, now see, didn't I said no, the shape of the sukoon is like a small ha, the head of the ha, like this. Okay, and which all letters we have to be careful? Qaf, Ta, Ba, Jim, Dal. These five letters we have to be very careful because these fall under the category of kalkala. Kalkala means echo. Echo. Kalkala means echo. That is a jerking sound. Okay. Whenever a sukoon is put on these five letters, okay, these five letters, we have to pronounce it with a echo sound. We'll come across it, inshallah. So let's start reading it. Ab, ib, ub. Now see, I have pronounced the jerking sound because this letter fell under the category. See, it's the same letter, ba. So this letter is kalkala letter. So how to pronounce it with a sukoon? Ab, ab. Don't say ab, ib, ub. Don't do like that. We have to follow certain rules. This is how the Prophet ﷺ had read the Quran. So we have to be careful about these five letters. Whenever there is a sukoon, we have to apply the kalkala. Kalkala means echo sound. Okay, echo sound. Now, the first line which I'm going to learn, I'm going to read is ab, ib, ub. At, it, ut. See, listen to it once again. At, it, ut. I didn't say at, it, ut. I didn't say like that. Why? The ta is not a kalkala letter. Is the ta in this section? No. Only qaf, twa, ba, jim, dal are there. So the ta is not a kalkala letter. Don't do echo sound. Don't do at, it, ut. That is a wrong pronunciation. Okay? How to pronounce the ta? We have to give a whispering quality. At, it, ut. At, it, ut. Okay, I hope it's clear. Next one. As, is, us. The sa is also not a kalkala letter, so don't need to give echo sound. Next letter, Jeem. Yes, Jeem is a kalkala letter, isn't it? See, I have written the Jeem in this box. Jeem is a kalkala letter, so you have to pronounce with a jerking sound or an echo sound. Aj, ij, uj. Okay? Aj, ij, uj. Next one. The letter is Ha. Ah, ih, uh. Once more. Ah, ih, uh. Kha. Ah, ih, uh. Next line. Ad, id, ud. Yes, that is a kalkala letter. Yes, there are 5 kalkala letters. Which are they? Qaf, Ta, Ba, Jim, and Dal. So whenever you come across these letters in the Quran with a sukoon, don't forget about the kalkala. Okay. For example, Qul huwallahu ahad. The word ahad. When you're stopping, we have to apply the kalkala properly. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. So listen, be careful with the rules. Okay, it might be easy for you in the beginning, but once you start reading the Quran, those who don't know the Tajweed rules, it will be difficult. You need to learn the rules properly, then only you will be able to apply it. Don't think it is very easy and you can read the Quran the way you like. The way the Prophet recited, you have to do. Some of the scholars say that it is a sin to recite wrongly. In spite of teaching the rules, still you are not focusing, still you are not hardworking. That means you are ignorant. You are not focusing and you are not putting in effort. Okay, our teachers is very strict. You have to apply the rules properly. That is why we are teaching you this. It's not like some other physics or maths. This you have to continue till your last breath. Yes, isn't it? We need this till our last breath. Till how much ever years you are living, Allah has given. Till that day, till the end of the day, you have to apply the rules and read. Start doing one by one. This is enough. This 7-day course is enough for you to be a Tajweed reader. That is the person who knows Tajweed little bit. I'm not telling to break your head, or I'm not telling to read this and that. Read slowly, apply the rules properly. If you have a teacher or you want a teacher, I can give you a teacher who can correct you through WhatsApp also. If you are a married woman, you have kids, I know it is very difficult because I am also undergoing this. I have 4 kids. So if you are married or you're working and everywhere, this rule, this tajweed or the Quran is important in our lives. Don't say that you have no time for the Quran. Spend 20 minutes, sit with your children, teach them. You are the one who's earning the reward. Okay. Make sure that your child goes through the Quran every day, 10 minutes at least. We are not telling to spend 1 hour. 10 minutes are enough for 5 ayahs. Who's a beginner? At the age of 7, you start teaching them. Okay? Start teaching them the letters from the age of 4. By the age of 7, they'll be thorough with it. Those who are not planning to put your children in madrasa, teach them slowly, slowly. Okay, later on, don't regret. Your child is bigger and within 15 years, your child doesn't know anything. I have come across many students whose parents are very sad that they don't know anything to read. So whose fault is it? Think about it. Whose fault is that the child reached the age of 15 and 16 and then they don't know to read the Quran? Think about it. So now, Alhamdulillah, at least those parents are feeling that their child needs to know that. Isn't it? Allah will ask you, what did you teach your child? It's not only the dunya, it's also the akhirah. Okay, we are not perfect. Yes, I also as a teacher I have many flaws. But still we are trying each day. We know we have to meet Allah one day. We have nothing will be there. Our doctor degree or nothing will be there in the qabr. Isn't it? Only what we learned, only what we taught our kids, our children, our students, what we did good amal, only that will be there. Even if you pray without concentration, Allah will check your other amal. The first thing which Allah will ask on the day of judgment is about the prayer. But we all are not perfect. We know how much concentration can we get. The Iblis will always try to distract us. Either the kids will be crying or either the phone will be ringing here, this and that. This dunya is very busy nowadays. Either you are working doctor, working woman, even home. I'm not telling about working woman. What about a homemaker or a housewife? How much trouble she is undergoing? She has to cook food. She has to take care of the kids, maybe in-laws or the parents. Still, she might find time to read the Quran. Make sure that you never ever skip one day without the reading of one page at least. Sit with your children for half an hour. Nothing is going to get wasted. We'll have time for everything, but only no time for the Quran or with praying or teaching our own kids. It's happening with me also. So what I do is that I make sure that at least my kids are sitting around at the time of Maghrib. Make some dua, teach them some one dua is enough each day. Tell them to take the Quran, read one line is enough. One line is enough at least. Slowly, slowly they'll get through it. Okay, I'm sharing my experience. That's why. Okay, I know I have a lot of classes to take, but still, I'll make sure that at least my child before going to sleep, she will read one or two lines. That is enough for me. For me as a mother, we cannot do everything. Okay, we are not some alima or something. We are not a super mom or superhero to do everything. Yes, we need our own time. We are stressed out. Sometimes we are depressed. But make sure that you give the valuable knowledge to your children. Okay, I'm telling to all the sisters. Okay, fathers will be working around, working outside and everything, and they don't have time to sit. Most of the fathers. Okay, which I came to know. Okay, so inshallah we'll continue. We were speaking about the sukoon, that is the kalkala letters, and then the kalkala letters are five, that is qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal, and whenever we pronounce these letters, we have to be careful with the sound. Okay, kalkala, ad, id, ud, that extra sound should be given. And we'll continue from here. Okay, ad, id, ud, as, is, uz, ar, ir, ur, as, is, uz, as, is, us, ash, ish, ush, as, is, us, ad, id, ud, at, it, ut, as, is, us. Be careful. Don't say as, is, us. Here also, this line, which is the dod is coming. The letter dod is a heavy letter. Sometimes by mistake, we might pronounce a kalkala. Ad, id, ud. That is a wrong sound. Just keep up the, hold your tongue up or upwards. Hold and press your tongue upwards. Ad, id, ud. Give the heaviness of the dod properly and say ab, id, ud. Don't say ad, id. That is wrong. Okay. Next line. At, it, ut. And the last one is az, is, uz. Don't say az, is, uz. Okay. This is sukoon. The chapter of sukoon is over. It is a very easy chapter, but be careful with the kalkala letters. Which are the kalkala letters? Of, twa, ba, jim, dal. Okay. Alhamdulillah, now we have learned five connectors. Okay. Now we have learned five connectors. So again, let me come across the contents. How many more chapters are there? We have done 4 chapters. Totally. Okay, fine. One more chapter we'll complete today. That is a shaddah and we'll wind up the class. Rest of the basic lessons we'll be completing tomorrow. Okay, if time permits. Okay, if I have any other schedule, I'll share the class. I'll record it and send the class tomorrow itself. Inshallah, maybe it will be late, but still I'll finish off the course. Okay. So today, the last chapter for today is shaddah. Shaddah. Shaddah is also a connector. Okay, shaddah is also a connector. So what are the 3 connectors we learned? Fatha, kasra, dhamma. Fathatain, kasratain, dhammatain. Sukoon, shaddah. Total 8 connectors we have learned today. Okay. Now we'll come across the shaddah. Shaddah means doubling of a letter. Shaddah means a letter which is pronounced forcefully. Okay, doubling of a letter. For example, in every language there is the pronunciation of 2 letters. For example, if you're taking the letter ka in Hindi, okay, ka, and we know it is a little bit forceful, the letter will be ka, isn't it? For example, the letter ma, and we need to pronounce 2 mas together, is a isn't it? Now Malayalam also, those who are here, listen. Now we need the letter ta in Malayalam. If you want to pronounce it with 2 ta, it will become double. Tatta, like that. Okay, the word we are writing is like this, and 2 ta together. Similarly, in Arabic also we have to apply it, and that application connector is shadda. Ashadda. Ashadda. Shadda means doubling of a letter. These are my own notes, okay? These are my own notes. I haven't copied anything from anyone. I have listened through my experience. I have created these notes. So those who want to write an exam, those who want the notes, please message me personally. I'll be sending it because these are only practical lessons. For those who want an exam only, I'll be sharing the notes. Okay? Shadda. A shadda means doubling of a letter. A shadda is a combination of 2 letters. The first letter is a sakin and the second letter is a haraka. Haraka. See, for example, I'm writing the letter ta with a shadda. Shadda, the shape is like a small W. Okay? I'm writing the word atta. Now, how do you split this? How do you split this? A plus ta with a sukoon. Now, we all know what is a sukoon, right? Plus ta with a fatha. Because fatha is written here. Now, if the letter is ba, ibbi, if I'm writing like this, okay, how do you write it? How do you split and write? E plus ba with a sukoon plus ba with a kasra. This is how the explanation of shadda is. There will always be 2 letters. The first letter is always a sukoon. Okay, that is what is written here. The first letter is a sakin. The basic things. These are the basic things which you need to know. Okay. The first letter is a sakin and the second letter is a haraka. Haraka means fatha, kasra, dhamma. One must be careful while applying shadda to a meme and the noon. Remember, the meme and the noon are like sisters. The meme and the noon letters are like sisters because it carries a special quality of gunna or nasalization. It is a sound that is emitted from the nose, will be discussed later. Okay. Now see, we have to be careful whenever the letter meme and the noon comes. Meme, noon with a shadda. Okay. Whenever the meme and the noon with the shadda comes, we have to be careful because there's a special quality of nasal sound coming from the nose for these letters. Inshallah, how to pronounce it, we'll discuss it from the upcoming classes. Now I'll go back to the Qaida Nuraniya chapters. Here the lesson of Shadda is coming as the 12th lesson. See, 12th lesson. Okay. Now it's very easy. Just give a forceful sound and then you can start reading. Abba, Abbi, Abbu, Ibba, Ibbi, Ibbu, Ubba, Ubbi, Ubbu, Abban, Abbin, Abbun, Ibban, Ibbin, Ibbun, Ubban, Ubbin, Ubbun, Atta, Atti, Attu. See, we are not giving two letters together. I mean, we are not writing it. It's a short form. We know that first letter will be sukoon, second letter will be the matching haraka. So be careful. Pronounce it as one letter itself. Atta with a that is the shaddah. Together we are pronouncing atta, atti, attu. Give a forceful sound. Next page. Itta, itti, ittu, utta, utti, uttu, attan, attin, attun, ittan, ittin, ittun, uttan, uttin, uttun, assa, assi, assu, issa, issi, issu, ussa, ussi, ussu, assan, assin, assun, issan, issin, issun, ussan, ussin, ussun, ajja, ajji, ajju, ijja, ijji, ijju, ujja, ujji, ujju, ajjan, ajjin, ajjun, ijjan, ijjin, ijjun. So these are the shaddah chapters. Okay, it is very easy. If you learn all these basic things, your child will be able to start to recite the Quran. They won't be experts, but still, if you focus for 10 to 20 minutes on your child every day, slowly, within 6 months, she or he can reach a level of pronunciation and reading properly. Okay. So these are the connectors we learned. Today we learned 8 connectors. Inshallah, next 8 connectors we'll be learning tomorrow. So I will be completing the basic course within 3 days. Okay, yesterday we completed the letters. Today we completed 8 connectors. Which are the 8 connectors? Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma, Fathatain, Kasratain, Dhammatain, Shadda and the Sukoon. Okay, I hope it's clear. If anyone has any doubt, okay, I'm not able to share the Zoom link. Okay, because I'm fearing that there might be some interruption from my children. Okay, that's why. That's why I'm sharing direct live classes. Okay. Now, if you have any doubts, okay, my number is with you and it's in the group. You can just ask me anything. Okay, even if you don't understand English, little bit, if you have any knowledge, please do share with us. Okay, if you find some mistakes in my teaching, also, you are free to share. Okay, so inshallah, we'll wind up and we'll see tomorrow. Okay, I am also having some trouble in my throat. So that's why I'm not able to continuously speak. Okay, I hope you all understand. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Shadu la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.